Hello and welcome. Having had about 2 weeks of scorching hot sunshine, which has been lovely, we are now, surprise surprise, forecast yet more rain. It's actually a very nice cool overcast morning.
Windy too.
I noticed the other day that the potatoes had started dying back. So I want to get these pulled up and lifted before the rain gets here. Because another week of rain, not only is it unpleasant trying to lift potatoes in the rain, I'm nervous that the slugs might move in and start munching them all. You after attention this morning, Puss Cat? Yes. So there you go, out of the way. So I've already lifted a little bit of the hay off the top and got 3 potatoes, which was very exciting. I don't know if there's much in here. I haven't done anything with them since I planted them. I literally put the potatoes in, covered it with grassy mulch and left it. I haven't watered, I haven't re-mulched. It's just been left to get on with it and do its own thing. Right then, a weed, we'll get rid of that. What's that noise? Someone's doing something. So, grassy mulch out the way. Oh, there's another potato. It's a nice long one. I don't know what varieties these are. Honestly, as far as I can remember, I think there were just potatoes I had left in the cupboard. Oh look, I've covered you in hay. Out the way. Right, let's get in here and see what we've got. Anything hanging on? No, not really. Potato!
Sorry about the background noise. Some local farmers doing something. I'm not sure what though. Bramble the cat is also very affectionate this morning. I'm not at all sure why. She seems desperate for hugs and cuddles.
They seem quite long potatoes, which is fine. They'll still taste delicious, whatever shape they are. I'm going to put the tops over there. Nice. Ooh, big one. Oh yeah, big potato. Oh my goodness. That's a funny shape. Thumbs up. Well, this is better than I expected, and I've still got lots of plants to go. There isn't anything particularly deep in the soil, although the soil's nice and soft. Oh, goodness me, it's just lying on the surface. Oh, these are looking great. Move your bottom. Hay, put that over there. Cat's finally settled down, decided to leave me in peace. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a shame. That was a bit green. The rest of them are nice though. Ah, they're all in there.
Potatoes go green when they're not properly covered and get exposed to the daylight. You shouldn't eat green potatoes. They might make you ill. They can be planted next year though.
I am, wherever possible, a no-dig gardener, but with potatoes it's impossible not to dig a little bit.
Oh, here comes Bramble. She's back in the way again.
I'm not talking to you, no. Cat thinks I'm talking to her. Oh wow, just lifted off the hay and there's a potato sitting on the surface. What is that? Charcoal? Oh, a big one, nearly missed. I grew winter brassicas in this bed last year. When I pulled them all up in late spring, I put the potatoes in, and I think this autumn I'm going to put my elephant garlic in this bed, ready for next year. I've really enjoyed the elephant garlic this year. The first time I've grown it. Was that potato top? Yes, it is. Not a bad little hob. harvest from this tiny little, a 4-foot square. So I'm probably 4 foot by 4 foot. I've only filled half of this bed. I have a few more potatoes in other spots of the garden. Volunteers that I didn't plant this year, they've just come up from potatoes that have been left before. I'll go and get them and add them to our basket. Having now harvested the few potatoes that were in this bed, they've actually done really well. I'm quite happy with that. It's a little 4 foot by 4 foot space has given me my basket of potatoes. I don't know how many pound, I have no way of weighing them out here. So I'm going to prep this bed, ready to put my garlics in the autumn, which won't take much work at all.
First of all, I'm going to move all my dried hay out of the way.
I've got blood, fish and bone in this bucket. I'm going to scatter it liberally everywhere. Make use of that rain we're going to get for the next few days.
As you can probably hear, it's a little bit windy, so I'm keeping my hand nice and close to the ground as I scatter this blood, fish and bone so the wind doesn't blow it around.
Determined I'm going to get nice big fat elephant garlics again next year, and more of them. I'm hoping I'll have enough cloves to fill this 8 foot by 4 foot bed. Put back the hay, cover it up again.
Reusing the dry grassy mulch I've just lifted off of this bed and fluffing it up and scattering it back over the surface again. This will keep the moisture in the soil and hopefully help suppress any weeds that want to pop up.
The next time I get the opportunity to cut the grass, I'll put another layer on top of here as well. That'll help encourage this dry grass on top to actually start properly breaking down and composting back into the soil with an extra layer of fresh grass on top. Then this autumn, probably late September, early October, I'll put my elephant garlics in here. Because of the environment I'm gardening in with lots of wildlife around, I'm going to chuck a sheet of netting on this as well, just to stop the crows and pigeons and such like coming and scratching through this fluffed up hay. Just had to take a second to show off the pineapple lilies. I think they look splendid. Every year they do really well in the polytunnel. I'm sure they would grow through our summers outdoors very nicely, and I was going to plant some bulbs outside this year to see how they would fare through my southwest winter. But it's just been so wet and disgusting all year, I never did. So they're still in here, all of them. Looking lovely though. I don't know how much the microphone's picking it up. There is a tractor in the field behind me, busy doing something, probably trying to catch up before the rain, just like me. So I did manage to get a couple more potatoes elsewhere around the garden that had volunteered themselves. But mostly these are the spuds from that little 4 foot by 4 foot patch I planted in the spring. Really good. So there are some positives to this miserable summer we've had. Miserable summer, miserable gardening year. And this morning I gathered a few beans off my bean plants. Not for eating now. I specifically planted beans this year just so I could increase my seed quantity. Oh, these are the yin yangs. I don't know which plants are which. I planted a mixture of beans. Fantastic. These are the ones I want most, are these yin yang beans. They're not called yin yang. What are they called? Orca. I call them yin yang beans, they look like yin yangs. Orca beans. Oh, fantastic. I've got some others here as well. Oh, I don't know if these are going to dry to a black bean.
No, a lovely mahogany brown called Early Sunray.
Have we got any more orcas? want more orcas. Oh yes, more orcas. I think I planted about 5 seeds and only managed to get 2 plants to survive because they kept getting eaten by things. So these are my favourites this year, are these little orca beans. I keep calling them yin yang because they look a bit like the Chinese yin yang symbol. Oh, more, yay! There's lots more beans still to come off the plants, but I thought while these pods had yellowed, I would take them off now because it's much wetter in my polytunnel than it used to be. So I don't want them getting all damp and slug eaten. Whee! Lovely, lots of beans for planting next year and lots more still to come. Couldn't resist, I've just been and picked some more. Exciting. I might even eat a few. I don't need to plant all of them next year, they've done really well. Yay, even more, wonderful. Probably about enough for one dinner there. But mainly, as I say, I'm growing them this year to expand my seed stock so I can grow lots and lots of them next year and have enough for lots and lots of dinners. That's it for today, just a quick bit of harvesting. I'm going to get myself back in the house before the heavens open and we get rained on. So bye for now and thanks for watching. Would you move? Oh dear me. Every time I talk to the camera, the cat thinks I'm talking to her. Move. Move. Come up this side. Come on there. You're worse than the children. There we go.